But people, it's your boy Jermaine right now. Guys, we're waiting on the team to give us the live footage down there in Jamaica. You understand? So let me see if I can hear myself. Check, 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 check. Uh, Guys, if you're not hearing me, let us know if you're not hearing me. Seems like I'm not hearing nothing. Check, check. My check, my check. Seems like I'm not hearing nothing. All right. Okay. Check, check. Yes. My check, my check. Seems like I'm not hearing nothing. All right. Yes. Okay. So yeah, guys, as the voting comes to an end and the people prepare themselves for the night tonight. Tonight will be a night to remember as the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party and the UCI. Because this time we're not leaving out the UCI because what happened, the UCI been gaining some votes and stuff like that. I'm waiting for my team right now to show some live footage from outside in Maypen, in Clarendon, and Spanish Town, as well as Mobay and probably Ocherius. But we get to understand that there was some little quarrel in Western Jamaica where Mr. Scott eventually assaulted one of the workers at the polling station. And Mr. Scott is a member of the People's National Party. We don't know what went wrong, but guys, you'll get further reports on that as everything comes into our newsroom. So as you can see behind me there, you see a massive crowd, and that's in Sam Shark Square in Montego Bay the other day when the PNP had their massive rally. And it was a big turnout. So now, today's the final day for everything, and I'm happy it come to an end today. You understand? Because at least persons, their life will go back to normal, and less person life will be in danger. You understand? So we're happy for today. And we are praying that everything will go fine through the night into tomorrow and Friday. I know all the vote maybe not count today because some of the vote will go in very late and depends on the area where the vote is counting. Persons may be scared because I remember when I work indoor agent and we close our polling station. Sometimes the other party intimidate you and you're fearful of your life because of the threat that they sent. And many of the workers will just go home in safety. You understand? But Jamaicans need to remember that they are one, despite what party you're from, Labour Right or PNP, you are one. And we vote because we want better in our country and we want our leader to represent the people and to do what is right for the people. And that's why we vote. Hold on, let me see something right here. Let me see something. So yeah, guys, we're waiting on the team. And if anything, I have to start over the live because you're gonna see the excitement in Clarendon. Strong police presence, massive JLP support, and guys, one thing. Let me type the number. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Give me a second. All right, so people, listen to me now. The election has come to a end. It has come to an end about 6 o'clock. Now it's 6:35, and the voting is on the way. The winning team probably tomorrow before we know who win the election. But who you think win the election? You can type in that comment section because right now, to it look like the Orange Party guy with it. It look like the PNP win. You understand? Look like the PNP. You understand? Yeah. But when the PNP, if the PNP do win, will the PNP do something better for Jamaica? Or will the PNP grab and rob like Angel? Bro, God, it's alleged. Will the PNP make the lives of Jamaican people better if they win the next election, or will they make the lives of the Jamaican people worse? That's what I want to know. And if I had gotten the opportunity to interview Mark Golden, these are the questions I would put to Mark Golden. Because our press in Jamaica, the media, they did not put many of these tough questions to both Andrew Holness and the leader of the opposition. Because Andrew Holness stated in his last what you call that one, his last campaign that he will increase the minimum wage um, over some time, maybe 3, 4 years time, and he would increase the minimum wage to 32,000. In which he cannot do that. That's a lie. That's a blatant lie. You understand? For him to increase the minimum wage like that, it have to go through a whole body. And then what happened now? The the business people wouldn't have that money to pay to their workers. So that would be difficult for him to do. You understand? I mean, he increased his salary by 300%. Yeah, we understand. And I'm disagreeing with that every time. Every day I disagree with that because no prime minister, PNP or JLP should have that power to increase their salary. What I think they should have a body in Jamaica that whether PNP is the leader or JLP, they cannot just increase their salary. It have to go through those body who approve the increase. And if the body decide that we cannot increase the leader's salary because of some reason, because the country is in a crisis or some economical problem, then so be it. But I do not believe that the leader of the opposition or the leader of the ruling party, JLP, should have the power to increase their salary. Uh, they fail the nurses, they fail the teachers, they fail the police officers, they fail a lot of people. And many of our teachers leave Jamaica for better life because of the same ruling party, Andrew Holness led administration. Why? Okay, Andrew Holness now talk about the things that he done. He do some good job, but at the end of the day, he done some real bad job. Because if you can remember when we had the coronavirus and our people, Jamaican citizens, they came on our shore in Kingston and they were refused or they did not grant them permission to come off the ship in Kingston. Our Jamaican people had to go back to Europe. If we can all remember that. I'm not a PNP, so don't watch the color behind me. Yeah. And when these people went back, Mark Golden just started to pump up his campaigning. And Mark Golden went and get these Jamaican back from Europe to Jamaica. And this was in the Ukraine and Russia war when it just started. Andrew Holness disappointed we, and especially me as a Jamaican and a person who voted in 2016 and work election day. I was so mad because the fact of the matter is that that could have been me. Because I used to work on the cruise ship, and these are Jamaican people. These are Jamaican, our own people, who stranded at sea and want to come home because there was war in Ukraine and Russia. and a cruise ship took them to Jamaica, and the prime minister refused from let them in, and also this lady name, I don't even remember her name, the foreign affairs minister, Kamina Johnson Smith. I don't think she's gonna win back her seat. Jamaican people was refused from going to their own country when we had the crisis in Ukraine and Russia. And up until today, I do not forgive Mr. Anjones. And then afterwards, you know what break my heart? When Mr. Andrew Onis let our police force, the Jamaica Consular Force, detain our citizens of Jamaica, abuse their rights, beat them, lock them up in cells in coronavirus. Our Prime Minister did not come out and apologize to our people. And I'm not talking about PNP or JLP, the people of Jamaica, because many of those persons, they don't vote for either party, and many of them maybe don't believe in politics, and many of them maybe have no connection with none of the two party. Our Jamaican people was abused by our police force under Andrew Olness and Dr. Aras Chang order. They were detained, they were held for months. Some of them even went to prison and had to pay a high cost to get out of jail. Andrew only said, Tanaya Yard, my prime minister, tell the Jamaican people to stay them yard. And then we have foreigners in our country roaming the street, keeping massive show in Negril, spreading the coronavirus. And then what he did next, he called an election in the coronavirus. And the coronavirus spread out of control, killed many Jamaicans, and many of them got sick, had to take vaccine. 2020. The election was due September of 2021, and Andrew called it September 2020, and let the corona spread, and then tell the people how many people can gather at a funeral, a wedding. Many persons lost their family during that time, did not get to attend their funerals. It is sad. And our prime minister have not yet come out and apologized to the public and to the nation. And then Andrew want to say something again. When I have a birth certificate, but I'm most Jamaican. So I don't know what that means. I want him to tell me what it means, because every person that have a Jamaican birth certificate or a Jamaican passport is a Jamaican citizen. In every country, you have to be a citizen to get a passport, but you don't have to be a citizen to get a ID. You can get a ID in any country, even when I was in Europe. So, and Jonas doesn't know what he's talking about. He does not know what he's talking about. And he owes the people of Jamaica an apology. The people that went through pain, the people that went through sorrow, the people that carrying all these pain and suffering from 2020. Yes, he done some good job. Yeah, he done some good job, but you have to talk about the bad things too. Okay. He also went to, I think, I don't remember the name of this. I think it's Burnham Lodge or something like that in St. Catherine, where he bulldozed the people house, the houses. And then I was like, a prime minister come out of office. So this man remind me of Donald Trump. This man doing the opposite, the same thing as Donald Trump. Acting like he have all the power, dictatorship. We need a leader to lead. We don't need somebody to dictate to the people. And if Mark Golding do win, we want him to follow the laws of the land and obey the laws and do what is right for the Jamaican people. Not for the PNP or not for himself or not for his family, but for the people of Jamaica. Andrew Onis, do you think he will win the election? Let's see when the vote counted and the numbers come in. Because the race looks so tight, as if it's gonna be the PNP and it's as if it's gonna be the JLP. But a lot of people said that PNP will win. And based on my numbers, I think the PNP will win. But I want to ask Mark Golding some tough question, because our motto is out of many one people. You understand? All of us know that. It doesn't matter if you're white, you're black, you're Chinese. Our motto is out of many one people. But what am I saying to Mark Jefferson Golding? Not sell out the Jamaican people. Because our prime minister, our current prime minister, Andrew Holness, many of us cannot go to our beaches in Jamaica, especially in Discovery Bay in Puerto Rico, where Jamaicans are not allowed 2 days of the week out of 5 days, out of 7 days. My bad. Jamaica is our country. Jamaica is our birthland. And Jamaican people have the right to go to any beaches like any other country. You shouldn't be restricted from entering your own beaches. That's the people's rights, you understand? And all these people running up and down and crying out for Andrew. We must remember the bad things he do, and the good things that he have done. Because he done some real good things. But you know the next thing I don't like about politics, about PNP and JLP. When the election call or when the election near to call, they start to fix the roads. And then the road don't fix properly. 3 to 6 to 8 months after, when the rain fall, the road gone back to square one. So what the hell did you do? Why did you waste the taxpayer money to say that you're fixing the road when you're not fixing the road properly? You're just doing it just to get the vote and to go back in office. It doesn't make sense. Many places in Jamaica is donkey track. You have to go on to go to those areas. Donkey track. If there's a fire in the community and the house engulfed in flame, the time the fire brigade get there, the house already destroyed because the roads are so bad. If some lady is pregnant and they need to go to the hospital to give birth, the time they reach to the hospital, the baby already born in the car or in whatever transportation vehicle transporting them to the hospital. Our leaders, our MPs, our councillor need to do their jobs in Jamaica. They need to fix our roads, give the people water, give the people light, and also give the people opportunity, give them jobs so that the country can have less crime rate. You can have less murder in Jamaica. You see, when you're talking about crime, oh, crime rate high. What caused crime? If people don't have any job, you're gonna have crime. If everybody has to go to work, nobody have time for crime because nobody gonna focus on that person. Nobody gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna rob that person," because they have jobs to go to. They have their work to do. When I'm working 2 jobs, I don't even can use my phone. I have no time to use my phone. So that is what causes crime. When a person doesn't have any job, he or she will steal. They will go and break down someone's house. They will go and break down someone's bar or their shops or whatever, their cars. So the prime minister and the opposition leader need to stop playing mind game with the people of Jamaica and start to say, okay, we, the leader of this country, will ensure that there's jobs in our country for every Jamaican, and we will try to make the lives of each Jamaican better. We will try to make education free. We will try to put money in the school system for children who come into school without meal. They can get breakfast, lunch, and even dinner. These are the things. We will try to make more beds in the hospital. We will try to make sure the doctors have all the equipment and the nurses that they need to perform their duty. We'll try to make sure the teachers have what they need to make sure the school run properly. We'll try to make sure we get more ambulance in the country to help our Jamaicans, those that are sick and don't have any money to pay transportation to the hospital by paying a taxi man. We will try to get more police vehicle in the country, and we will also make sure the police following the law and not break the law. The Prime Minister of Jamaica and the police of Jamaica, it seems like they're partnering together. Because when I was growing up in Jamaica, I remember when police do something bad. I think Paula Llewellyn, she became the prosecutor, but the prosecutor before her, and she was stiff. She used to prosecute these officers when they done anything that is wrong. But since we have this commissioner of police, not and the minister of national security, Chang and Andrew, many of these officers getting away with crime, and it has to come to an end. It's time for persons to go to prison when they commit a crime. Whether you're a police officer, you're civilian, no one is above the law. And if we get more serious on this thing, we'll have a better Jamaica. Because if you look in the United States right now, it's the same thing. Mr. Trump is bigger than everybody. Even the court, he want to overrule the court. And even the House of Congress and even the senators. Today, two Republicans came out after they have the press conference about Epstein, after they released the Epstein file. and they only want two more votes. And the Republican, they asking their colleagues in the House to vote only two more because all the Democrats had voted already, and they only want two more votes to pass that bill. This is how Jamaica is too bias. When you see good, you need to go towards good. It's time first to put down the partisan and the bias and everything. Work in favor of our country, work in favor of our people, not Mark Golding or Angeles. No, the people of Jamaica. We need a better hospital service. We need a better ambulance service. We need a better school system. And yes, Mr. Angeles, I want to say congratulations to you on the school bus. We need a school bus. So I don't care if JLP is saying these are old bus and they don't, I mean PNP, and they don't comfortable with them. These buses are good for children. And why did I say that? These buses will protect your children from being kidnapped, being raped, being assaulted. Many times these kids go to school and they are at the bus stop for hours, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, even 10 o'clock, and maybe 12. They haven't gone home. Now you have a school system, a school bus. The school bus going, it picked up these children from school. It take them to their destination. Say school dismissed at 2 o'clock. The latest these kids should be home at 3:30, 4 o'clock. We shouldn't be seeing kids on the road 6 o'clock in their uniform. It's not like America where these kids wear normal clothes. So we know, oh, these kids are coming from school. We need a better system in Jamaica. And the next thing, in the airports, some parts in the airports are so hot. They need to work on the air conditioning in the airport, especially Kingston. Yeah, there's a lot of things need to be done in Jamaica. And we're calling on the next prime minister to continue with the work of this prime minister. Because I noticed since growing up in Jamaica, whenever there's a prime minister in power and he started something, the next prime minister come into power, always demolish that thing, throw it aside, and then they start their own thing. It's not supposed to be like that. That's waste of taxpayer money. We need to continue. We see a lot of houses building, a lot of schemes, and that's beautiful, that's good, but the houses are too expensive for the Jamaican people. If you paying somebody 16,000 a week, how the hell they gonna buy a house for 39 million? How the hell they gonna buy a house for 26 million or how much million? And they're working 16,000 or 30,000 a week. They can't buy the house. I don't understand why the houses in Jamaica after went up so high. The cost of living is so dangerous in Jamaica. And then when I see all these people running behind politics and then the politician paying them to vote, both JLP and PNP, because I'm not going to leave any stone behind because the PNP, the JLP saying that the PNP paying persons to vote, but they're not saying that the JLP also paying their supporters to vote. It's time for us as Jamaican to come to a end, demolish this paying system where you pay someone to vote. Use the money and increase wealth in our country. Pay for more hospital equipment. Pay for more school buses. Get more ambulance in the country. Sometimes we see accident happen and it takes the ambulance 2 hours to get there because the ambulance service is poor. And I've been talking this from 2013 when I went on a cruise ship. And we carrying 10,000 people to Jamaica in Falmouth. And when I see we have 8,000 passenger plus 2,250 crew member, and I said, what if there's a fire when we dock in Falmouth? And we have like 100 people to rush to hospital. Will Jamaica able to manage this amount of people? Will Falmouth Hospital or Cornwall Hospital manage to take all these people? Do they have the ambulance? Do they have the space and all these things? You have a lot of tourists coming to Jamaica. The hospitals need to be built much bigger. St. Anne's Bay, Falmouth. Now you should build also a hospital in Discovery Bay because you have a big shipping port in Falmouth and one in Ocherius. So if there's an emergency, people can go to another bay, maybe Port Maria, St. Anne's Bay, and even if you had a hospital in Discovery Bay, Falmouth and Montego Bay, and then you have another one in Iron Shore. We need hospitals. You cannot have these big cruise ships coming to Jamaica with thousands of people. Sometimes five ships in the country. What are you gonna do if we have an emergency? Then we need more Coast Guard and the sea. We can't just have like 5 or 6 Coast Guard boats. You need at least 60 Coast Guard boats to protect our shores, to protect persons from coming in illegally, bringing guns, drugs, and even diseases in our country. These are the things they should have asked the Prime Minister and the opposition leader in the debate. Our seaport need to be protected better. We need more Coast Guard. So these persons don't carry in drugs, gun, diseases, and infect our people. Yeah, people coming in Jamaica illegally. You understand? But guys, later will be greater because the team is on the floor and you will get the live footage outside of Jamaica. And we're just waiting like a couple minutes from now where we're gonna bring everything live. The people will be enjoying themselves like normal. It's a normal thing from back then, you understand? But I'm saying this that the PNP and the JLP needs to do better. Mark Golin and Jonas. Because what happened? Many of the people who railing up for them, they don't care. They don't care. They don't even care about themselves. You understand? And when you care about yourselves, you will be better in life than how you are right now. Yeah. But if you don't care about yourself, you ain't gonna see yourself as nothing. You understand? So care about yourself and care about your neighbor, and then you'll see a better future ahead of you. Because if you don't care about yourself, I'm telling you, you ain't going nowhere. So I'm saying to Andrew Holness, if he wins back the election, do better for Jamaican people. I hear you make some talk and some comments. Some Jamaicans agree with you, but I do not. The man saying, the man saying, I'm saying again, if what? Somewhat, if you not think that you're gonna meet your maker. No, this man remind me of Donald Trump. Hmm? If you're not turning yourself or something like that, you're gonna meet your maker. A prime minister must not say those words out of his mouth. A prime minister is supposed to respect and uphold the law of the land. Leave that to the sergeant or to the corporal to say those words. The people elect you to represent them, to lead the country. And as a leader, that's your rights to defend the people's rights, not to go out and platform and telling people you're gonna meet your maker. This is disrespectful. You understand? And sad to say about what name again? What name again? Mark Golden. Yeah, Mark Golden. Mark Golden. I never hear him like using certain words. Not saying that he doesn't or he's perfect. No, he's not. You understand? Because no one is perfect. You understand? But we have to choose the words as leader, what we are using. You understand? To protect our integrity and to protect our people and also our nation. Because remember, it's not only Jamaican people watching it, you have people from all over the world watching it. And when they hear a prime minister talk like that, oh, if you don't do this, you're gonna meet your maker. Sometimes I'm just wondering if the politics in Jamaica, I soon turn on the light. I'm wondering if the politics in Jamaica is joke thing, you understand? Because sometimes I hear they curse so much in parliament, both JLP and PNP curse like crazy when they're supposed to be there doing the people's job. The people put them there to represent, to work. You have MPs, since they win their seat, they can't show nothing that they have done. There's nothing that they can show. Oh, I did this for the people. Oh, I have three areas. I have Ochias, Anatomy and Port Maria, and I fix the road. I fix all the road from Ochias to Anatomy to Port Maria. I work on the hospitals. They can't say nothing because they do nothing. And they collected money. Councillors, same thing. They collected money. What can they show? What can they say they do? We need to do our jobs because if we get a job in the hotels or in the cruise ship and you're not performing in 90 days, they will terminate your service. And that's the same way it should be with an MP or councillor. Their service should be terminated when they're not performing because the people put them there to perform, to do their job. You understand? But We want this election to be peaceful and everyone goes back to their home safe. And yeah, we want to see Mark Golin and Hanjo uh, unite again. But if there is any crime that was committed while Andrew was prime minister and also Golin as opposition, they need to be prosecuted by the full extent of the law. Yes, any crime, both Andrew and Golin, they need to be prosecuted because we have to hold our country to the highest standard and our people. You understand? Our people come first and our country come first. We ain't gonna say, oh, because I respect Andrew or because I respect Golin, I'm gonna defend them. No, if they commit a crime, they must do the time. And so we as Jamaicans, we need to make sure that these people are doing their job, what they were elected to do, and to represent the people of Jamaica in the right way, and to provide proper health care for the people of Jamaica, proper schooling, proper roads, better roads, because many times when we have accident and we hear that 5 persons succumb to their injury in a car. You know what cause that? Sometimes it's just a pothole. They swing from the pothole, and when they swing from the pothole, the way the pothole is so big, they swing, they lost control. They may be running an embankment or running another vehicle or something, and maybe 2, 3 people gone. You understand? If that road was fixed, these persons would have been here today. But because our MPs and our prime minister is not doing what they're supposed to do, the money that they have now, it's alleged, the money that they have now, paying persons to vote, those money could have fixed many of the roads in Jamaica that want to be fixed. And if these Jamaicans in Jamaica should be truthful right now, they would tell you the truth that, oh, my road haven't been fixed for some numbers of years, maybe 10 years, 15 years. You know how many roads in Trelawney want to fix? And St. Ann, and even St. Thomas? You know how many roads in St. Mary and Portland want to fix? You know how many other roads in other parts of Jamaica, Clarendon want to fix? Manchester, St. Elizabeth, and over. And these people still run behind these politicians. It's like, when you're running down a person but you have no shame, that's how many of these people are. Both PNP and JLP, I'm talking about two of them. Because if I'm an MP and my job is to get this done, that's my top priority. That's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to make sure I focus on getting this done. And if I cannot get it done, I'm going to have press conference. I'm going to have, what you call it? What we used to call this thing again? Meetings, yeah. Like street meetings are I don't remember what you call it back in Jamaica. But yeah, we're going to have those meetings and tell the people, okay, this costs 200 million, but I only have 100 million. So, I won't get all of it done, but I'll get as much finished, complete, and till further notice. Talk to the people. Let the people knows everything. Be truthful to the people who elect you to represent them. Be honest. Hold up your integrity. Put Jamaica first. We need to respect our country. We need to respect. A lot of people who live in Jamaica does not know. They don't know what they got. All the country I've been to, Jamaica is the best. Jamaica is the best. All the country that I've been to in this world, I would never choose any of them over Jamaica. Many of who in the United States from Jamaica, they want to go back home, but because of the crime. And what caused crime? Lack of jobs. And if you ask a politician, you know what they're gonna say? Guns and drugs and scamming, nothing like that. Lack of jobs cause crime. Because if there's no jobs, you're gonna turn to crime. It's not scamming or we call it drugs are no. Because if persons choose drugs and they're doing drugs and everybody else have jobs, nobody have time to hide. You know what will happen? People will just go from work to home, party to the church. You will find less people idling on the street. You will find less people have time to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you ain't gonna have no crime. You will have crime, but not that much. We need to do better. Our country need to move forward. And guys, as I come to the end of the live, like, share, and subscribe. Comment, hit the notification bell, and we will be back soon with a live pandemonium in Clarendon. You will see it on the street live. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. God bless you. We're coming back live with everything, all the enjoyment, closing out the election, and counting and everything. Big up on yourself.